The Trades Glasgow Modern Apprentice Awards showcase the achievements of young people who have chosen the apprenticeship route to further their career prospects while promoting traditional trades alongside modern skills. It was in 1605 that 14 historic craft guilds united to form the Trades House of Glasgow, which established and maintained the apprenticeship system in the city in medieval times. The organisation continued to regulate apprenticeships for more than 200 years, transforming people into tradesmen and eventually masters of their chosen craft, ensuring high-quality workmanship and customer service. When the Trades House established the Modern Apprentice of the Year Awards in 2006, it reinvigorated its efforts to promote the vocational and personal benefits that apprenticeships provide in training and development today. The awards are now rebranded as the Trades Glasgow Modern Apprentice Awards. The 2016 winner will be selected from our 6 finalists and presented with an inscribed trophy which will remain on display in the Trades Hall in Glasford Street, home to the Trades House since 1794. Rolls-Royce, Jamie McCausland.
I'm Jamie McCausland. I'm a third-year welding apprentice at Rolls-Royce in Shinnon, where we specialise in maintenance, repair and overhaul of aerospace parts. Previously I was in unskilled work and it just wasn't giving me the job satisfaction. As soon as I got the modern apprenticeship for Rolls-Royce, something in me changed, just because I love what I do, and I think how switched on you need to be plays a part in that. I think that in a place like this you're really valued for your skill. Your skills and your talents are very valued, and it makes you, that feels good as an employee. I try to find out from all sorts of experts that I'm working with what is the best way to carry out the job, what's the best way to achieve the specification, and what's the most efficient way to carry out the job to the specification. I feel working for such a prestigious name in engineering, there's a lot of pride that goes along with that. The fact that a lot of work's been shipped to other nations, it's local to me. There's another sense of pride there. As soon as you put on those safety shoes and safety glasses and come into the workplace, you've got to make sure that you're on the ball with everything you do. Ideally, what I would like is to get a good few years on the shop floor, learning and developing my skill, and then studying at the Open University, so that perhaps in 7 to 10 years I can step into a technical role with the knowledge and skills that I've learned on the shop floor.
Butte Fabrics, Abigail Plank.
I am Abigail Plank. I am a warper at Butte Fabrics on Rossie. Our community is very, very small. We're an island. Growing up, coming here to a very big place, you have to speak to a lot of people, and especially working with a big team in Butte Fabrics has helped. People in America know what the Isle of Butte is. What Butte Fabrics is a very big deal for people in Butte Fabrics. I think Butte Fabrics can help our community because then it can also bring back people who's already visited us to then come back and help local businesses and enjoy what Butte can give. We need to plan our trip with the boats, trains, just to get to a college if we want to do that full time. I came here to be a winder when I started. I was only here for a few months and then we went into the college. That gave my self-confidence to then step up and be a warper and work with other people. You have a I don't care about work attitude, and that affects everybody in the place. Whereas if you come in positive and actually enjoy working, then you can feel the atmosphere in work, that everybody is right, let's get this done, and actually have a can-do attitude. I'd like to be able to build on my modern apprenticeship by furthering my qualifications and living out my ambition of becoming an interior designer.
Glasgow City Building, LLP, Lisa Murphy.
I'm Lisa Murphy and I'm 19 years old and I'm doing my second year painting and decorating. Before I started my apprenticeship in City Building, I feel as if I was lacking in confidence in school, and throughout my apprenticeship now in my second year, I feel as if I've boosted my confidence, met so many new people and developed many more skills that I never thought I could ever do. What I feel I can contribute to my workplace is my dedication and passion towards my job. I think what I can contribute to the community is fantastic because I've been involved in so many projects, from working in homeless units, community centres, doing the World's Gymnastics Championships. In my spare time through work, I am involved in a committee who go out to building sites who are working for healthy working lives, which helps promote healthy activity during work and how to keep fit even though you are working all day. I was at a conference with Equate. Equate is a company who helps promote gender equality into females into construction. I wouldn't say it's difficult being a woman in this environment, I just think it's a wee bit tough sometimes, maybe due to maturity levels or working in a male-dominated environment. When I applied for the job, I didn't realise how much stuff was actually involved in the trade. There's so many different skills you have to learn, put up with maybe stuff you don't like, and which is quite tricky to work with, but at the end you always need to push yourself so you can complete it. My ambitions after my apprenticeship is I want to be an interior designer. This is the reason why I picked my apprenticeship, because I wanted to learn straight from the bottom, learn new skills and work my way up to the top.
Alec Begg & Co, Ross Mack.
My name is Ross Mack and I work at Alex Begg & Co in Ayr, and I'm a knotting operative. I used to work in fish markets and places like that. My last place I worked was Peroni's in Ayr. Done that for 2.5 years. Previous to that I was in other fish shops as well, and I just wanted a change of occupation. Well, when I started my Modern Apprenticeship, I'd never been in this industry before, so I had no idea what I was getting myself into or if I'd be able to do it. I feel what I bring to this company is the fact that I'm hard working and willing to learn. I'll not just stand about and do nothing. If I've finished my job, I'll always look to go and help somebody else, or just try and do whatever I can, just to learn that extra wee bit more. Keen eye for detail is a definite, because you've got to concentrate on my job. One split second can destroy a lot of money potentially. Got to be hard working, because you're moving big, huge, heavy beams about half the time, so it's quite hard work. I feel that my biggest achievement is passing my training early, the earliest that anybody has ever done in this company, to become a knotting operative. Because I wasn't in a textile background, I feel that's an achievement for me, because I've did it and I've picked it up really fast. Because I'm an Ayrshire boy as well, I feel that if I work for a local company, it benefits the community around us, and especially other people as well that work here. The company's been here for 150 years, so my ambitions for the future for this company is to become a tuner. That interests me.
BAE Systems, James Risk.
My name's James Risk and I'm a third-year apprentice machinist, and I'm based here in the machine shop in Scotstoun for BAE Systems naval ships. From the start of my apprenticeship, I've always been determined to be the best at my trade that I could possibly be. So I've actually undertaken a number of additional training courses, for example, to do with CNC machining, working in shipbuilding on the Clyde. In the machine shop there's a long sort of history here, and there's a lot of the jobs we do are not new jobs, the jobs maybe that have been done for some time, but that doesn't mean to say that there's maybe not a newer way of doing it, or perhaps a better way of doing it. And I think as an apprentice you can be quite instrumental in asking questions and asking, why do we do a job this way, and could we do it this way, or is there a better way of doing it? I'm about 10 years older than the majority of the other apprentices that started in the same intake year as myself. And initially I was quite apprehensive about that, because I thought that the age gap might prove a problem and I might find it sort of difficult to learn on the job perhaps. But if anything, I feel that it's actually been a massive advantage to me, because I think it does bring sort of maturity with it. And I think having had experience in the workplace before I came in here, you maybe have a sort of a better understanding of sort of how you're expected to act as an employee. Personal circumstances as well. I think I'm married with a child, and my wife's pregnant with another one, and I think it makes you more determined to succeed at what you're doing. I think it's maybe because there's more responsibility, I think, on your shoulders to succeed. Being sort of able to adapt to new ways of working can make you a lot more effective as an employee. In terms of the community role this year and last year, I've been involved in the BAE Systems Apprentice Innovation Challenge. So that saw 8 teams from across the country compete to develop solutions to help injured armed forces personnel. And our team were very successful. We ended up placing second in the competition, and we raised over £2,000 for charity during the course of the competition as well. Personally, I'm very excited to be completing my apprenticeship quite shortly, and I think, again, going back to my age and the sort of stage of life that I am at the moment, I'm looking forward to having a career with BAE Systems and seeing how far I can progress within the company.
BAE Systems, Fraser Clark.
I'm Fraser Clark. I work for BAE Systems Naval Ships and I'm an apprentice piping detail designer. The main obstacle I faced when applying for the job was I'd already applied twice before in the previous years, but I'd never got in. I was on a reserve list, but knowing that BAE Systems was the career I wanted, the place I wanted to work, I applied again for the third time, and learning from experience, I eventually got into the company, and I think that helps me appreciate the opportunity I've got here and drives me on to do the best work possible and work as hard as I possibly can. I like to really ask questions, understand what I'm doing, and make sure that when somebody asks me that I know what I'm talking about and I can pass on my knowledge to them. Also, my levels of confidence and my technical knowledge are increasing day by day, so much so that when my lead detail designer has been on holiday, he's trusted me to deputise for him during that time. I also like to bring quality and improvement ideas to the team, constantly wanting to better myself and the team, improve the quality. I believe you need to be very hard working, you need to be willing to learn. You need to get yourself involved in all the opportunities that are out there. I was a project manager of the Apprentice Innovation Challenge, where we had to design and manufacture a wheelchair for a veterans charity, which was Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham. We also had to raise money for the charity, and we ended up raising over £2,000, as well as handing them over a great product at the end of the day. It's also part of the Apprentice Council, where we sat down, apprentices all in the same years, and we discussed how we could improve the apprenticeship programme from the base level. In the short term, I've applied for university to do a mechanical engineering degree in September. In the longer term, I would like to work through the organisation.
My name's Laura Black and I won Textiles Apprentice of the Year for 2015. Since I won the award, I've been entered into other competitions, and it's been really good to get some recognition for what I've done over the last 3 years. Now my Modern Apprenticeship's finished, continue to work in the pipe shop and govern different placements, getting more experience, and we've also started a high potential learning scheme, so anyone that's proved their high potential during the 3-year apprenticeship gets put onto this scheme, and it helps to get them into another job in the future. The only advice I'd give to the Modern Apprentices for this year is just to stick at it and try your best, and you will get recognition for it that you've tried. So I'd like to wish all the candidates for this year's Trades House good luck.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Trades House of Glasgow Modern Apprentice Awards 2016.